If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Having a very good season. I have changed the practice schedule today because of the heat. And, we've had some kids that have had illnesses, and I just didn't want to get any cramping. So we'll move it back to 7 o'clock, and they'll have their night meetings in the afternoon. We'll just work that around. We'll go to 7 and 9 o'clock tonight. Amani Lee, Adai has come back. He has an injured ankle. He'll probably be out for about a week. Deon Armstrong eligibility is still in question. He is here. He will practice. He is the only one who is not fully eligible right now. Don Brown and Charles Bankins are new coaches. Don's our defensive coordinator, Charles is our special teams coordinator. I think they're real excited about being here, and kind of sat in their meetings last night, and I think everybody's pretty excited with the season going on. We got a great home schedule. We got a big first game against Cal, and going across country, playing a top-ranked team, I think is exciting for our players. And then we come home and play 4 games at home. James Madison, Middle Tennessee, Rutgers, and Clemson. And so, along with the rest of our home schedule, I think it's pretty attractive to our fans. I'll open it up to questions.
Great game, you got microphone on both sides.
Hey Ralph, what are your general thoughts about the offensive line, the 3 new spots? Are you apprehensive about the new guys, or are you encouraged that you get some young athletes coming up? That's a key spot this year.
Well, I'm very encouraged with how we played in the spring. What Phil Costa really was exceptional. I think his leadership has really been a very, very positive thing with our young players. Bruce Campbell, I think, we withheld him some in the spring. We did a great job in school in the spring and then also this summer. But he managed to participate in most of our scrimmages, and I think he's in tremendous condition, and I think I'm looking for him to have a very big year. We're going to be young at the other spots, and I think the kids have worked extremely hard. I'm anxious to see, if we've improved since the spring. I think they're hungry. I think they're energized. I'm going to be patient, but I think that there's a key. If they can come along and play well for us, I think we can be pretty good on offense, and that's the big key.
Hey Ralph, you touched on patience briefly, but given the overall youth on the team, is that going to require, how much is that going to require additional patience on your part? How difficult will that be to have the patience and your expectations?
Well, Eric, I kind of mentioned this back in the spring and kind of the ACC media days that I had our coaches rank our players from 1 to 5 on character, and about 85% of our guys were 4s or 5s, 5s being the highest. And my point in doing that was to tell the type of kids we had here, and the fact that we had 58 out of our 84 scholarship kids that are 3 or 4 years of eligibility. That I think we had to be patient, we had to be positive, and I think that's what we did this spring. And I saw our kids get better, but we had an excellent spring. I am very high on our players in this peak, and I think that they've put the work in this winter, this spring, this summer, and I think they're ready to go this fall. So I think they're excited about it. You have to ask them, but I think they're pretty confident in their abilities.
Ralph, over here. Could you just tell us a little bit about your diet, what motivated you to do so, how much you've lost, and how much better you feel having lost the weight?
Well, there's this fan that we have here. His name is Paul Nickel. I always get his name wrong, so bear with me. It's not one of my strengths. But he approached me at one of my radio shows. Said he worked for Medifast, that he had a plan in which I could become healthier and lose weight and hopefully live a long, joyous life. A couple of years back, I looked at doing a lap band surgery, and I met with the doctors, probably a week away from doing it, so I decided not to do it. Just because it would limit what I could eat, how I could eat it. I didn't.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.